Welcome to Trips Awakening. You subscribe to the truth, the one within the universe, and the universe is inside me. Greetings, earthlings, and my loved ones. It would be an honor if y'all would join me. Where do you go when you leave this realm? You know, some people was programmed and taught heaven and hell, demons and devils, on so many different types of levels, which doesn't exist, by the way. But where do you go? Do you go to the light? Or do you go to the dark? Where do you actually go? I don't talk about nothing if I haven't experienced it. We're energy, okay? Let me tell y'all something real quick. I always say don't fear. And death is basically an honor. Because you're leaving this low realm, which is basically, it's not ours. So how come people fighting, protesting, marching, all this madness, different religion, racism, to keep you distracted from entering different dimensions? See, it's bad enough they always going to keep a part of us on this realm because our blood is our spirit. And they can basically, well, they have the technology to create us. They have the technology, but it's not really us because our soul and energy is different from the GMOs. You know, like I said before in my previous videos years ago, and sometimes I say it, you know, we basically, you know, we have a clone out here. You know, like I always say, they always say, you got to look alike. You know, I always get that everywhere I go anyway. But the difference, we're the organic. And I feel like our energy got trapped in this lower realm. Certain beings seeing certain things. I even think trees in nature, you know, in the water, got trapped in this lower realm. So that's when the vaccines and poisons, because when we came out that portal, you was hypnotized. The doctor smack you on your butt. He was basically hypnotized. The vaccines and all of that. He was programmed to see what goes on in this realm. But there's many things around you. If you're not in tune with the universe, you can't see certain things. And certain things will get activated. Some people choose not to break that trance because they're afraid. They was taught to fear certain things. Fear porn, basically. That's what's going on. You know, many distractions, careers, your jobs, bills, millions and millions of people's different personalities, different entities. You're basically dealing with that. You know, you're dealing with negative, positive. The person that's, well, I don't like using that word person because that's a corporation word. Certain beings around you, you don't know what type of force is controlling them. So you just basically got to be aware. You got 360 senses, excuse me. You need to open them up. Not only that, You got many abilities. But like I said, some of y'all choose not to open it. Certain beings out here, just because they're melanated, some don't have souls. And who you think is basically controlling everything. Now that I put that out there, where do you actually really go? Like I said, I feel like our energy got trapped. I feel like the feminine energy, melanated woman, got trapped. And they just been recycling and recycling, making different creations throughout her dimensions and portals. That's what I think. Y'all think that certain planets, y'all think that it's just plain old planets. I don't call them planets, excuse me. I don't call them planets. I call them dimensions. They created names and different titles. And this English language is very, very tricky, so you gotta watch what you say. Or you could destroy yourself. You can destroy your subconscious and your conscious. You got to be careful, because you could be, like I said, you could be casting spells, so you basically got to be careful. But where do you actually really go? See, I feel like when you go to the light, you're basically coming back here. It's messed up, but that's just the way I feel. I feel like they'll probably use some of your loved ones that you was close to, that was deceased, have them come out the portal, basically be a projection, like a hologram, telling y'all to enter the light. I want to stay far away from the light. I see better in the dark. I see better in the dark. And I will leave it at that. See, I experienced certain things on so many different levels. I seen certain things. And some people think it's going to be pain and stuff. You was taught and programmed to feel certain things with your physical body. You're not really feeling pain. You was taught to fear. Where energy we go. And I will say this, I talked about this a long time ago on one of my videos. I said I could hear like car wrecks and stuff like that. And basically, a couple of days later, I got in a real bad car wreck. And I got hit so hard that my energy got knocked out of me. And it was traveling. And I don't talk about nothing, not unless I experienced it. So my energy started traveling. I can hear these two Caucasians. It was like, was he dead? I could actually see them. My physical was out of it, but I could actually see them. And it was cool. They basically ran up to the car. I could see them run to the car. And my energy traveled so fast. My daughter, she was like maybe a month old. And I was right there in the house with her. And then my energy traveled back so fast, back in this physical. And it was like a good feeling. It wasn't a bad feeling. But, I could feel my energy, I could feel my energy like hit my body. It was like all coming together. And I got out the car, and the car was totaled. I shouldn't even been here, to be honest. Sometimes I used to think, it might sound crazy, I was like, am I still really here on this rim? Or am I going through a test? Or what's really going on? I used to think that. But you know, there's a reason why I'm in this lower rim, to bring balance to your physical body, so you should know and feel and be aware and think for yourself and go where you want to go. If you want to come back here, reincarnate and come back here, then so be it. To me, death is an honor because you get to choose where you want to go. It's nothing to fear, you know. And I always think that this is me thinking, and I feel this, that the 1900s and the 1800s and 1900s still exist in different dimensions. And some of their energy comes to this realm. Certain dimensions come to this realm. Like I said, y'all can't see certain things with the physical eye because you was taught and programmed. Like I said, when they smack the baby on the butt, that's hypnotizing. You notice they always smack the baby on the butt to make sure they okay or to breathe in and stuff like that. They do certain things when you come out that portal. You know, and they bring certain different types of dimensions. That's the reason why they keep up with these different types of numbers. Your house and stuff, there's certain angles, and the White House and where Hollywood and different things, they got certain things attached to them. The things that y'all call Pluto, Saturn, all of that stuff is as below, so above. You know, they attached to that. And instilling energies, they making deals with certain beings. Now I know I'm all over the place, but you will feel what I'm saying. Sometimes it's good to be all over the place so you can think. I do certain things for a reason, to make y'all think and feel where I'm coming from. Because nothing is scripted. Because to me, scripted is fake and phony. I come from the heart. I come from within. When I speak to y'all, you know, sharing my frequency with y'all. So, you know, it's up to y'all where y'all really want to go. If you want to go to the light, go to the light. If you want to go to the dark, go to the dark. You choose. You choose. They got y'all worshiping these different entities and all of that stuff. That's not going to get you anywhere. The Bible is not going to get you nowhere. Different religions, leaders, or whatever they call this crap on this rim, they're not going to get you nowhere. Only you can control your destiny. Only you can do it. What? Did somebody say something?